Hello everyone. Have you ever imagined a special wedding, where not just one couple, but two brothers marry two women they love? Can you picture the sacred and emotional atmosphere when both couples exchange vows and commit to loving each other for life? The wedding of James and Hung, two brothers, along with Diep and Ca, their life partners, was held in a solemn ceremony at a church. The church was filled with love as all four exchanged wedding rings and promised a future together. But what makes this wedding so special? How did the love between James and Hung, along with Diep and Ca, create not only a bond between the two couples but also unite their families and friends? Would you like to know what it's like to feel the joy when two families come together and witness such sacred moments? Follow this touching story to experience the love, connection, and heartfelt gratitude from the couples. And don't forget, if you enjoy this story, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more exciting videos ahead. Now, let's begin the story. The wedding of James and Hung, along with their partners Diep and Ca, was a truly special event, not only because it marked an important milestone for the two couples but also due to the solemn and sacred atmosphere it created. Held in a historic church, the space was beautifully decorated with fresh flowers, flickering candles, and artistic paintings on the walls. All of these elements combined to create an emotionally charged ambience, as if everything in the space was directing its energy toward love and sacred vows. As the ceremony began, Father, a respected and experienced figure in the community, entered with a strong, dignified presence, guiding everyone into a quiet and respectful space. He started with heartfelt prayers, wishing for a life full of love and respect for the two couples. These words not only expressed a wish for a bright future but also served as a reminder of the responsibilities each couple would carry in their married life. The atmosphere in the church grew even more sacred as the four main figures of the wedding entered from the back of the aisle. James and Hung, two men who had built successful careers, walked confidently but with eyes full of emotion and happiness. Alongside them were their beautiful and talented partners, Diep and Ca. Diep, with her gentle yet strong beauty, walked hand in hand with James, their eyes meeting in a magical connection. Ca., Hung's partner, smiled brightly, embodying gentleness and calm, yet exuding a quiet determination. The four of them walked together toward the front of the church, with each step echoing in the vast space. It wasn't just a physical journey but a symbolic one, representing the long path ahead that they would walk together. They weren't just walking to get married, they were stepping forward to commit to a future full of love and mutual support. Their steps left a lasting impression on everyone present, but more importantly, they etched this moment into their lives forever. When they reached the center of the church, Father began the blessing and conducted the vow exchange. This was the most important moment of the ceremony. James and Hung, with sincere hearts, offered their wives rings, symbols of eternal love. "Please accept this ring as a token of my love," James said to Diep, while Hung did the same for Ca with warm words. "I will love and respect you for the rest of my life. I will always be your protector in all circumstances." These simple words held the depth of emotion and sincerity that both men wanted to convey to their life partners. Diep and Ca, with hearts full of emotion, accepted the rings and responded with vows of their own. "I will love you, respect you, and face all of life's challenges with you. These vows were not just promises made to each other, but also to themselves, to their families, and to the future they would build together. Both couples pledged to create a happy family, raise healthy children, and care for each other for a lifetime. Father then asked all four of them for their consent, and they all confirmed that they were ready to embrace the responsibilities of marriage and begin this new chapter of their lives. The atmosphere was filled with joy, and the smiles and bright eyes of family and friends surrounding them witnessed this sacred moment. The ceremony concluded in celebration, but the vows exchanged, the rings given, and the love they shared would last forever. This wedding was not only the union of two couples but also a testament to true love, to unwavering faith in each other, and to family. Every vow spoken, every step taken, and every gaze exchanged showed that they were ready to overcome any difficulties, build a home filled with happiness, and create a lasting bond. Right after the heartfelt vows, the atmosphere in the church became filled with joy and happiness. The two couples, James and Diep, and Hung and Ca, with radiant smiles on their faces, began sharing their joy with their loved ones. To mark the union of their love and the new chapter in their lives, they threw flower petals into the air. The petals fluttered around them, creating a romantic and sacred scene, symbolizing a fresh start full of hope. The surrounding atmosphere, bathed in light and color, was a symbol of new beginnings. Next, the couple shared sweet, intimate kisses. This was not just a simple gesture but an expression of pure love and lifelong commitment. The kiss was a declaration of their bond and a promise of eternal devotion. The crowd erupted into applause, the sound echoing throughout the church, blending with the happy laughter and well wishes from family, friends, and loved ones. This moment wasn't just a milestone for the couples but also a time filled with joy and connection with everyone present. As the atmosphere became even more joyous, James and Hung, along with Diep and Ca, moved toward the reception table where bottles of wedding champagne awaited. With smiles as bright as the sun, they uncorked the bottles, and the sound of popping corks was followed by the laughter of the couples. The glasses were filled, and with a shared gaze, they offered sincere toasts to their future. To love, to family, and to a life full of joy and happiness, James said, his voice filled with emotion as he looked at Diep. Hung, with a warm smile, added, to new beginnings, to laughter, and to shared memories. They clinked their glasses together, and everyone else followed suit, raising their glasses in unison to celebrate the occasion. At this moment, all eyes were on them, not only celebrating the love between the couples but also the bond shared with their families and friends. The smiles, the warm embraces, and the shared joy were all reflections of the deeper connection between them. This wasn't just a wedding ceremony, it was a celebration of love, unity, and the people who had supported the couples throughout their journeys. The presence of family and friends at the wedding was a testament to the importance of community and support. Everyone present had played a role in shaping who James, Hung, Diep, and Ca had become. Some had known them since childhood, others met them through work, but all were united in their admiration and love for these couples. The wedding wasn't just the union of two couples, it was a moment to honor the friendships and familial bonds that had nurtured and helped their love grow. The laughter, the heartfelt speeches, and the joyous toasts all highlighted the deep emotional connection shared by these families. It was a day filled with warmth, not just from the love between the two couples but from the unwavering support of their families, who stood by them as they took this significant step in their lives. For James and Hung, Diep and CA, this day marked the beginning of a journey full of love and adventure, but it was also a moment to express gratitude for the families who had always been there through thick and thin. For the families, it was a time to reflect on their own journeys and the love that had brought them to this point. The joy in the air was palpable, reminding everyone that love is not just for the couples but for all those who have stood by them. The shared moments of happiness and the bond between family members made this wedding a true celebration of unity and togetherness. The evening continued with dancing, laughter, and even more toasts, as everyone celebrated the new life ahead for the two couples. In that moment, it was clear that this wedding was more than just a ceremony, it was the union of families, the beginning of new traditions, and the reaffirmation of love in all its forms. After the sacred and sweet moments of the wedding ceremony, when all the vows and meaningful rings had been exchanged, the event moved to an equally important moment, when the four of them, James, Hung, Diep, and CA, stood up to express their heartfelt thanks to everyone who had gathered to celebrate this special day. Their walk to the front of the reception table created a warm atmosphere, and it seemed as though every eye was on them, filled with anticipation and love. Standing together, hand in hand, their eyes exchanged looks of unity and overflowing happiness. The applause from their loved ones echoed through the space, as if affirming that their love was not just theirs alone but belonged to the families, friends, and everyone who had witnessed this moment. Each person in the room could feel the warmth spreading as they gazed at the radiant, happy faces of James, Hung, Diep, and CA. James was the first to speak. He looked at his family and friends surrounding him and began with a heartfelt thank you. We can't find words strong enough to express how grateful we are to all of you. From those who have always supported us to those who've stood by us in every step, you've made today so incredibly special. He turned to Diep, then to CA and Hung, and continued, today is not just our joyful day, it's a celebration for all of us, for our families, our friends, those who have believed in our love. Hung continued with a warm, emotional voice, we're so happy to have all of you with us today. Your presence has made this ceremony even more meaningful. Each of us feels the love and unwavering support from all of you, and we promise to continue living our lives with love and respect for each other. He looked lovingly at CA, you, and all of you here, have made my life perfect, and together, we will build a beautiful future. CA, with her radiant smile, shared her thoughts, thank you all for being with us from the very beginning. Today is proof of the love and commitment we have for each other. We will always cherish the love and well wishes you've given us. We are so fortunate to have such wonderful family and friends who have always supported us from the first step to today. Finally, Diep, gentle yet strong, could not hide her emotions. We are incredibly happy and lucky to have all of your love. You all are not just our family, but our friends, the ones who've shared the most beautiful moments with us. We promise to continue to nurture and grow this love, sharing joy and happiness with all of you for the rest of our lives. After their heartfelt words, The four of them raised their glasses, looking at their family and friends with gratitude and love. We want to thank everyone for making today so wonderful. We will never forget these memories, and we promise to always love and cherish the affection you've shown us. They all bowed their heads in appreciation for the unwavering support and love from their loved ones. A powerful round of applause filled the air, and the beaming faces of family and friends made the ceremony a truly unforgettable moment. They felt the strength of love, unity, and the journey of support ahead. The love and backing from their families and friends were the solid foundation that would carry them forward into a new life, full of promise and overflowing joy.
Chào các bạn. Bạn đã bao giờ nghĩ đến một lễ cưới đặc biệt, nơi không chỉ có một cặp đôi mà là hai anh em cùng kết hôn với hai cô gái mà họ yêu thương? Liệu bạn có tưởng tượng được không khí thiêng liêng và đầy cảm xúc khi hai cặp đôi cùng nhau trao lời thề và cam kết yêu nhau suốt đời? Lễ cưới của Hùng và Ca, James và Diep được tổ chức trang trọng ở một nhà thờ. Không khí trong nhà thờ ấm áp và tràn ngập tình yêu. Cả bốn người trao nhẫn cho nhau và hứa hẹn một tương lai tốt đẹp sau này. Làm thế nào mà tình yêu của James và Hùng cùng với Diep và Ca lại có thể gắn kết không chỉ hai cặp đôi mà còn cả gia đình, bạn bè? Và các bạn muốn có cảm giác tuyệt vời này, cùng chứng kiến những khoảnh khắc của hai cặp đôi trên.